Okay, for this problem, there's two ways to solve it. Look at that. 2x squared minus 4x equal to t. First method, I will say graph first for the first one, which is y equal to 2x squared minus 4x, and trying to find y equal to t graph and try to find no intersecting points, no real solution. So first to graph quadratic function, you need to find the vertex. X equal to axis of symmetry, x equal to negative b over 2a will be 4 over 4, which is equal to 1. And you plug it in x as 1 to find the y value for the vertex. 2, 1 squared minus 4 times 1 equal to 2 minus 4. That makes a negative 2. So the vertex will be 1, negative 2. If I graph it, axis of symmetry is a 1. And then y value for the vertex is a negative 2. And 2x squared, a value as a positive. Then plug it in. If you factor this one, 2x as a common factor and x minus 2 equal to 0. So x-intercept will be x as a 0 or 2. So x is a 0 or 2. The graph looks like this. And you're trying to graph y equal to t, which is a horizontal line. Any line you can draw here, here, anything. Then what t value will give you the two function intersecting points will be nothing, with no real solution. So when you draw a x value as a negative 3 for the first one, negative 3 here, then the graph looks like this, and there's no intersecting. So A is the right solution. If you graph negative 1 will be here. There's a 2 intersecting, x equal to 1, 2 intersecting, x equal to 3, 2 intersecting. So the only thing that doesn't have any real solution will be negative 3. That's the first method. And then if I try to give you a second method to solve it, move everything to one side, which is a 2x squared minus 4x minus t equal to 0. From here, a value is a 2, b value is a negative 4, and c value is a negative t. And if you know the discriminant, which is a b squared minus 4ac value, if that is a greater than 0, you will have a 2 real solution. b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then you have a 1 real solution. And then b squared minus 4ac is a less than 0, then you will have a no real solution. So you're trying to find what is a discriminant value, b squared minus 4ac. So negative 4 to the square minus 4 times ac is to have a no real solution should be less than 0. And 16, negative makes a positive, 80 is less than 0. You subtract 16 on both, and 80 is less than negative 16, and divide by 8 on both, so you get t is less than negative 2. You have to have a t value to be less than negative 2 to have a no real solution for those two equations. And the value that they gave you, less than negative 2 will be only negative 3. That's how you get. And then for this problem here, a to the b over 4th power is equal to 16. And positive integer for a and b, what is the one possible value of b? This expression, when I say, how can you express a 16 as a power? Then if you try to make a 16, 4 times a 4, then I can express a 4 to the second power. And each of them I can rewrite as a 2 times 2. So you can express as a 2 to the 4th power. Maybe you can say from here 16 to the 1st power. You can have so many different expression. You have more than the way that I show you. You have many different expression that you can express for the 16 to the power. But I will just show these 3. And if you try to match up with this one in a different color, as a to the b over 4 power, then a value for this one will be 16, and then the top value here, b over 4 should be 1, then multiply by 4 on both sides, b will be 4. So I can say b could be 4. Or for this expression right here, a to the b over 4 power, then a here will be, I can say 4, then b over 4 parts will be 2, so times by 4 on both sides, b will be 8. b could be 8. And also for this one, a to the b over 4 power, a will be 2, then b over 4 parts should be 4. You multiply by 4 on both sides, b could be 16. So I can say b possible value will be either 4 or 8 over 16. You can choose any one of those. And then, how many liters of a 25% saline solution must be added to 3 liters of a 10% saline solution to obtain a 15% saline solution? Then this is a mixture problem. Mixture problem, I will say, okay, you try to draw a 3 box, and first one, you had how many liters? X liters of 25%. And then the other ones, you have 3 liters of 10%. And you obtain 15% of, you add this together, become x plus 3. And 25% of x liter added to the 10% of 3 liter become a 15% of x plus 3 liter. Then how do you set up the equation for this one? 25% changing to the decimal. 0.25x plus 0.10 times of 3 equal to 0.15 times of x plus 3. Then 0.25x plus 0.1 times 3 will be 0.3 equal to 0.15x, you distributing, plus 0.45. And you subtract 0.15x first on both. Then you get 0.1x plus 0.3 equal to 0.45. And you subtract 0.3. Then you get 0.1x equal to 0.15. And you're dividing by 0.1. Then x equal to 0.15 over 0.1. Top and bottom, numerator, denominator, both decimal. So I want to express this way. You move twice on top one, then you move twice on denominator too, so you get 0 added. So 15 over 10 will be the value of x, which in simplest form will be 3 over 2. That's the answer. And then point A and B lie on a circle with a radius of 1. If I draw a circle here, and point A and B here, A, B, lie on a circle with a radius will be r equal to 1. And then the arc length of this one, A and B here, arc length of A and B here will be pi over 3. And they're asking, what fraction of the circumference? Of the circumference should be on the bottom as a total expression. 2 pi r, which is a radius as 1, will be the length of arc, which if you want to express ease of, it will be the usual expression of the fraction. So of was on denominator of circumference, is the length of arc, which is a pi over 3. And you get pi over 3 over 2 pi. And then divide by 2 pi, you can rewrite as a pi over 3 times by 1 over 2 pi. And it will give you pi over 6 pi. Top and bottom pi cancel out. You get 1 over 6 as a fraction part.